Hi, Christian Wagenhauser here with Market Segment Leader of Sitemap here at GPRS, Matt Mikolajczyk. Matt, I just wanted to ask, what are we here today showing the viewer?
Yeah, so today we're really kind of focused on what we can do with the data after we found it underground.
Okay.
How can we present that to our clients so that they can see it and interact with their teams in a way that is easy to use? So we're actually getting into virtual tours. We're getting into 3D modeling. You know, these are things that we do in a lot of jobs, but we want to do more. We think we can help our clients do their virtual designs, and we're actually working with a lot of virtual design teams to do more of this work for them.
So what are we seeing on the screen here? How did this image come to be? What is this all made out of?
Yeah, so this was actually a demo site that we did for an environmental client. So we went out to a site, we found all the subsurface utilities, and we marked those on the ground just like normal, just a normal mark out. But then we came out for a couple hours, and we picked up a laser scan of all of our marks that were on the floor, inside and outside, and kind of tied it all together into one virtual tour.
Okay.
So that's what we're looking at here. This is a gas station that we did. And you can see all these little red dots that are on the screen. Those are the individual setups of the laser scanning equipment that we have.
So all this data is being collected when a 3D laser scan is occurring on the job site.
That's right. So we're kind of focused on our marks that we picked up, but the laser scan it's not being discriminative. It's collecting everything. So it's collecting billions of points to really define what's there. Not redefine it, but define what's there so that we can reproduce it into a 3D model if we need to, or at least look at it in a virtual tour like we are on the screen here.
And you see the markings. These are our utility. These are the marks our project managers laid out on the ground.
That's right. So there's some red marks here, maybe a little faint, but you can actually read 3'4" there, and you can see the dashed red marks. Those are the marks that we placed on the ground. And you can actually click on these little red images, and it'll launch a 3D photo. And what's really cool is you can actually measure to place those lines from the model here so that you can actually see where those lines are at, even if the marks are gone.
And how do you do that? Can you show us how that works?
Yeah, absolutely. So if I just go over here, there is an option to measure, and I just click on that, and I'm going to measure out the distance from this line here to maybe where that riser is, 1'10" 3/4 inches. And we're actually measuring directly to the point cloud. So these are actually really highly accurate dimensions, and I didn't have to visit the site. I'm doing it right here in front of you. I can grab whatever measurement I want.
Right.
Maybe I wanted to know how tall this canopy was. Well, I can just reset this, and I'll click from the ground to the ceiling. And this is a straight line distance, but this is actually a vertical distance. So I know it's 16 foot, 8 3/4 from that point on the ground to the bottom of that canopy.
And that's honestly awesome. How does that specifically benefit somebody who may not know what this technology does? Is it saving them time?
Absolutely, saving you time. It's a safety thing too. So just imagine maybe you're setting up scaffolding to try and reach a line.
Okay.
And now you don't have to set up ladders to try and get to something to figure out how tall it is. You can just jump in the platform, couple clicks, and you know how tall your scaffolding is.
And when it comes to Sitemap, obviously, I introduced that you are the market segment leader, one of the market segment leaders for Sitemap here at GPRS. How will this information play into Sitemap and what all of our customers will get for their maps and models?
That's a great question, and to answer you, basically we're not going to change this site. This site works great. We don't want to reinvent a 3D model or invent a way of experiencing your 3D virtual tour. We want to give you an easier way to access it. So in Sitemap, just envision a full campus, and maybe each building has one of these virtual tours that you could just click and launch. You don't have to know where it's stored. You don't have to remember the file name. anyone that has access to that site would have access to these links that you can launch and view and use.
Awesome. Well, thanks for your time, Matt. And thank you all for listening in. We hope this was beneficial to you. If you have any questions, comments, make sure to reach out to us here at GPRS.
Great. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.